Hello, happy Resurrection Week. My name is Daryl, and I have the pleasure of walking you through Wednesday of Holy Week. There's so much we know about what Jesus did and what people experienced with him on that Wednesday, especially in the Gospel of Matthew, the end of chapter 21, and then chapter 22, 23, 24, 25, and the first two verses of chapter 26. All that is about that Wednesday as Jesus is walking resolutely toward the cross. And the first encounter we have with Jesus that day is he comes across a fig tree. This fig tree is not producing figs. He curses it because of its fruitlessness. And the disciples, amazed at what he has just done, because they watch it wither before their eyes. And as he teaches them about this, he says to them, if you believe, you'll receive whatever you ask for in prayer. So great lesson on prayer and on faith, but there's so much more about fruitfulness in this passage, and our friend the fig tree just keeps coming back. Jesus will tell many parables in these chapters. He will talk about the end times. He will go toe-to-toe with the Pharisees. And one of those places where he does that is the end of 21, where he says to the Pharisees, therefore I tell you that the kingdom of God will be taken away from you and given to a people who will produce its fruit. In the same way that the fig tree was cursed, these so-called followers of God who are not pointing to the things of the kingdom, Jesus is saying, hey, I'm going to tell people what my kingdom's really about, and it's going to be given to people who will produce fruit. And then as he goes on in chapter 24, talking about the end times, our friend the fig tree pops up. Verse 32 says, now learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see all these things, you know that it is near, right at the door. So not only are we called to be fruitful, we are called to be a signpost. We are to point people to the coming Christ, to the Easter Sunday that is about to happen before them, and the defeat of death and the payment for sins. But also we are a signpost to the coming Christ who will return again. And his faithfulness is in all the parables that Jesus is telling here, like the parable of the bags of gold or the parable of the talents, where we are called to faithfulness and fruitfulness and accountability with what God has given us to serve him with, and how we point people to Christ, how we point people to him in our bearing fruit for his name, just like that fig tree. May your day be fruitful, and may your week make really clear to you and those around you the power of Easter and what Jesus has done for us. I look forward to worshiping with y'all on Sunday. Take care.